one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. This gotta mean something to you. It gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps cause they know what happens next. So without further ado,
Free smoke.
look. Scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much I have you doing what it meant to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa Bars forever, like they decided to throw me under Slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop 1,000,000 songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1,100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our blocks, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
When did winning not become the main thing? I always say keep the main thing, where, you know, winning is the only thing that truly matters.
And if my children knew, I don't even know what I would do. If they ain't look at me the same, I would probably die with all the shame. You did what with who? But it good is a menage a trois when you have a soulmate. You risk that for blue? If I wasn't a superhero in your face, my heart breaks for the day I have to explain my mistakes. And the mask goes away. And Santa Claus is fake. And you go online and see, for Blue's tooth, the tooth fairy didn't pay. What is good with it, ladies and gentlemen? Hove, the God, Jigga, H to the O. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? I am happy to be here with you tonight. Little tired, body little sore. Been a long week at work. Long week at work. But we are here, and I am happy to be here with you tonight on another episode of Kicking It With Saint. I appreciate you for being here. We started off the show with Hove. That's 444. Now, I know you 444. I know the name of the album. It's always weird when you tell somebody to listen to a title track, but the person don't know that you telling them to listen to a title track. Like every time I tell somebody to listen to 444 by Hove, they think I'm talking about the album. I am talking about the album in a sense, but I'm talking about the actual track 444, the last track on the album of 444. It's the title track of the album, but it's not the first track on it. The first track is Kill Jay-Z. That shit. Kill Jay-Z. They never love you. They never. Yo, 444 Jay's. That's Hove's greatest album, bro. Hands down. It's not even close to me. Well, it is close because I love the Black Album, bro. For me, my top Hove albums all time. Top, because Hove my favorite artist all time. Now I know a lot of young folks don't like Hove. Oh, you scaring the bitches when you listen to Hove. You scaring. Listen, once you get to a certain mindset where you don't care about what everybody's opinion and where you don't care about everybody's opinion and everybody's opinion don't dictate what you listen to, you'll become such a happier person because of the different type of the different type of genres of music you allow in your life and the different type of artists you're willing to try. Now, it's some music that I just won't listen to, but to not listen to somebody because they scaring the bitches. Just say you don't understand what Hov talking about right now because mentally you ain't in that space. Y'all listen to songs that's got great beats, even though damn near all the beats sound the same, and god awful lyrics, bro. But I'm not here to judge you for what you listen to. Do I want to sit around listening to that bullshit? Absolutely not. But I'm trying to get you to a higher level of listening. All right? Listen, 444 would change your life when you get to that mindset one day where you ready to sit down and open up. But my top 5 Jay-Z albums all time, for me, just in my personal opinion, because I know a lot of the OGs and the older heads gonna have Reasonable Doubt and a lot of Jay's like first couple albums. Them not on my list. My top 5 Hov albums. First one is 444, which that just became when that came out after like listening to it for a month. That was my number 1 Hov album, bro. And it's hard because the Black Album was my number 1 Hov album for a long time, bro. Like, bruh, I listened to that, bruh. I listened to the Black Album damn near raised me. So at first, my favorite album was I know a lot of people don't like the Blueprint 3. The Blueprint 3 for me is going to be rated over the Blueprint 2 point whatever. I think it's 2.0. The one that had the Nas diss on it, the second Nas diss where he basically going, I got my mojo back, baby. Oh, behave. The problem is, yo, just cause he wear kufi don't mean that he right. Just cause it just mean you don't understand all the bullshit that he right. Is it Gucci Wally Wally? Is it One Ice? Is it Black Girl Lost or Shorty owe you for ice? I've been real all my life. They confuse it with conceit. Since I will not lose, they try to help him cheat. But even in loss, Hold up, I forgot the lyrics for a second. But even in the loss, I will not. Well, damn, how I forget it. There's a lesson in it for me, so it evens it up for me. Something like that, bro. You go listen to it, bro. It's hard. But back to my 444, the Black Album, the Blueprint, the first Blueprint, the blue cover. 4 is the Blueprint 3. Now, I understand a lot of people not gonna like the Blueprint 3 because they're gonna like, oh, that's a lot of his mainstream shit, yada yada. Kingdom Come, yeah, I like the Kingdom Come album also. That's not in my top 5, but I like that album also, especially Minority Report. That shit is so hard, and this is what that shit is hard. Minority Report, but I'm gonna tell you why I have the Blueprint 3 ranked where I have it ranked. Because when I was first getting into Hov, and I like Reasonable Doubt and some of Hov's older stuff, but listen to me. When I first got into Hov, I was not listening to Reasonable Doubt. I always say if the first Hov albums I listened to was Reasonable Doubt, I would have never became a fan as quick as I did. The first Hov album I got to listen to was the Black Album. And I didn't even get to listen to the whole album. I got to listen to Dirt Off Your Shoulders. And it was what was the other one? And What More Can I Say in December 24th, I think, or December 20. Yeah, it's December. It's his birthday, bro. Hey, with all the shit going on in my head, bro, you gotta. Sometimes I just be forgetting shit that I should be remembering. But anyways, then was the first 3 tracks I heard off of that. Then the first whole album I eventually listened to from Hov, like I went and used my own money to buy it, was the Blueprint 3. Because I didn't have a laptop and all that to be able to access his older stuff at the time. So what I first got to get was the Blueprint 3. And I listened to that shit front to back, bro. I'm talking about Mr. Nice Watch. It cost me a lot. My chains in my watch. No. That's not what it was. Yeah. On that, it was. And then you had, I liked American Gangster too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But you had Death of an Auto-Tune. You had Run This Town. Feel it coming in the air. It was just a lot of music on that album. You had Empire State of Mind on that album. Bro, I don't care how much people don't like, and this is why I say you got to stop letting other people's opinions dictate the type of shit that you enjoy. Because I remember that part of my life was just very simple times. Not really much I had to worry about other than school. Simpler times that I probably should have appreciated more. But I remember those great moments because of everything that was basically on that album. So to be honest with you, I could, just off of my emotional connection with a lot of the songs on that Black album, on the Blueprint 3, I could I'm seeing that cover in my head, the white background with the 3 red ones like in Roman numerals. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to move that shit up to number 3. So for 1, it's 444. For 2, because 444 is just like that for me. It take me back when I become when I first listened to the Blueprint 3, I think I was just in high school. I was in high school at that time, I believe. And so when I listened to 444, I'm a full grown ass man with an apartment and shit now at that point in time. Been through different type of things in my life, hoeing, in relationships and all that other type of shit. Experience ups and downs in life, not really knowing and I connected with that a different type of way. So for me, it's 444, the Black album, and the Black album. I was in middle school when the Black album was. I see those 3 albums. I can tell where I was at in my lifetime with those, and that's why I have an emotional connection with those 3. So for me, it's always gonna be at the moment 444, the Black album, the Blueprint 3. And like I said, I don't give a fuck how people feel about. The only people who really and their opinions are not going to make me change my list, but I'll listen to what they have to say, but then I'll end up telling them like, bro, just because of my emotional connection with this music, it's not my ranking not changing. I know a lot of the OGs going to want to put his older albums up there, but you got to understand where they was at in their lifetime is also why they feel the way they feel about that. So 444, the Black album, Blueprint 3, the Blueprint, because I love the Blueprint too, man. I can't see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make this song cry. I gave y'all the most popular one on. That's the one that had Renegade on it too, even though I'm not I don't like Renegade, but my hate for Renegade probably came from the fact, don't get it twisted, I love Hov. I love the song actually. I just hate that every time I gotta listen to it, I gotta hear somebody kill Hov on that. Like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. But that's also where you get that's also where you get boy, these shits is taking me back. Boy, these albums is taking me back, bro. I love Hov. So yeah, 444, the Black album. I know people like, bro, he done said this list 1,000 times. 444, the Black album, the Blueprint 3, the Blueprint, and then the Blueprint 2. Actually, no, it's not the Blueprint 2 is my next album. What would I have as number 5? I love American Gangster, bro. But I don't think I would have that one as a complete album over the Blueprint 2 point whatever. Or the Blueprint 2. What's this other album he got too? I'm not including like none of his like EP type work. I know he did some music with Coldplay. I know he had the album with Linkin Park. I'm not including those. That to me, that'd just be crazy if somebody put those on there. Now I'm judging if you put that, you know, for somebody say, oh, my favorite Hov album all time is his Linkin Park album. What? That'd be crazy. I mean, Reasonable Doubt actually might be my number. Nah. Because I got on the Reasonable Doubt way later in life. That was like I had to get in. I feel like I'm missing a Hov album right now, bro. I feel like it's a Hov album that I'm not even thinking of. It's like one that's in my head, but I cannot think of what it is for some reason. I'm about to find it. Of course, you got the Black album. I do anything for you. Black album got Lucifer, Moment of Clarity, What More Can I Say? Oh my God. Yeah, hey, I remember Freemate. I go to the grave. Niggas couldn't do nothing with me. They put the devil on me. I'd have preferred niggas just squeeze. Oh, you got Jay-Z Hard Not Life. That's what I was forgetting. Volume 2. Couldn't do nothing with me. They put the devil on me. I'd have preferred niggas just squeeze the metal on me. Rumors of Lucifer. I don't know who to trust. Whole world want my demise. Turn my music up. Hear me clearly. If y'all niggas feel me, just say y'all feel me. All these fairy tales go to hell. This is God engineering. This is a Hail Mary pass. Y'all interfering. He without sin shall cast the first stone. So y'all look in the mirror, double check y'all appearance. Bitch, I said I was amazing. Not that I'm a mason. It's amazing that I made it through the maze that I was in. Lord, forgive me. I never would have made it without sin. Holy water, my face in the basin. Diamonds in my rosary shows he forgave him. Bitch, I'm red hot. I'm on my third, but the devil, I'm not. My Jesus CP's flooded. Oh my God. Hey, 2 songs that I forgot on these other 2 albums. The Blueprint, Heart of the City. Absolutely love it. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of town. Bruh, one of my favorite songs all time on the Blueprint 3, bruh. Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. All they gonna drop the bomb or not. Doom, doom, doom. Let us die young or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Standing in the sandpit, life is a short when the music's for the Simon. Doom, 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 forever young. I wanna be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever, and ever, forever young? I want to be forever young. Let the best of your days be the worst of your tomorrows. Do you really want to live forever? But we ain't even thinking that far. Forever. And there, so we living life like a video. Bro, I fucking love that song, bro. On me. The Black Album also got December 4th. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know. I said 24th, but bro, Hove the GOAT, bro. I don't give a fuck none of y'all say. But the Blueprint 2, A Gift and a Curse is definitely my 5th one. I can't top that one. It's no other album he got. Well, he do got a lot. It's so many albums that I could put right there. You want to know what I really want to put in? Reasonable Doubt could be put right there for me also, though, bro. You got the Politics as usual, bro, and I love that track, bro. I love that track. But you know what? Reasonable Doubt actually might. Nah, I think I'm gonna put A Gift and a Curse right there. Really, what I want to put right there is a whole bunch of Hove's like feature songs and shit like that, just like standalone shit, like his song with Pusha T, Drug Dealers Anonymous, his song with Meek Mill on What's Free, his song with Rick Ross and Wayne and Khaled, God Did. Like, I just want to put all his remix with Kendrick Lamar. I just want to put all them shits right there. You know what it is? It's the album that had Holy Grail on it, bruh. That's the one that I forgot. The one with Holy Grail. That's the album I forgot. And the only reason I even remembered it is because I just thought of Holy Grail. Now, hold up. I need to go type that in because I can't remember what album that was on. Bruh, now that I'm seeing the front of the cover, I absolutely remember this, but I cannot remember this, what the name of this album was. The Magna Carta Holy Grail. Okay, so this is the one that had, and baby, it's amazing I'm in this maze with you. I just can't crack your code. One day you're screaming you love me loud, the next day you're so cold. So yeah, you did have that heat on there. Even though that's not really lyrically, I don't even care about the lyrics. Vibe wise, that ain't really one of my favorite tracks on there. Picasso Baby, I do love that track, and I like Tom Ford, and I like Fuck With Me, you know I got it. I love Oceans. I like Fuck Up the World. I like Somewhere in America. Miley Cyrus is still twerking. Twerk, 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 twerk for me, Miley, twerk. I love Crown. I ain't heard that one in a minute. Heaven slash verse. I don't even remember what that sound like. Part 2 on the Run is a banger. Jay-Z Blue. That is another. I'm about to listen to this album once I get off of here, as a matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it. I got a Nickels and Dimes. I love that song. Oh, I love that track. I got to go back and listen to this motherfucking album, bro. I knew it was an album that I was forgetting that just was not popping up in my head. It was Magna Carta Holy Grail, bro. Oh, my God. I don't want to play it, bro, because I don't want y'all to hear it. I'm going to play it a little bit, see if I can hear it. Nickel and dimes. Hey, bro. Okay, let's get to the sports, bro. We 18 minutes in. My fault, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys on Thursday Night Football got a home win against the... Good Lord have mercy. Seattle Seahawks. That's on me, y'all, man. I apologize. Listen, y'all know we be here vibing. Y'all know we here vibing. But you know I find funny. Sometimes it might be new people, and I'm finna eat a chicken nugget. Sometimes it might be new people who come into the show, and they're like, yo, how long do it take this motherfucker to start talking about the actual sport, bruh? That's because they knew. The people who been rocking with me, though, and bro, y'all know I'm hungry as fuck if I'm eating on while I'm recording. But the people who always at the shows, like that damn Dub, like Big Hen, and there's some other regulars who I gotta learn their names now. And it was a dude on that Charger video. Shout out to that motherfucker, yo. He said, I'm gonna leave a lot of comments for the to help you out, bro. That was lit. I fuck with that. But the regulars, what y'all eat y'all chicken nuggets with, bro? I eat mine with sweet and sour. Nothing else. The regulars and that sweet and sour jam, that shit was not it. But the regulars who fuck with me all the time, y'all know we be doing a whole bunch of talking about life and shit like that. Hey, get ready because it's the holiday season. You already know. This the time of year where you gotta fall in love, bro. This the year of love. I mean, this the season of love, bro. Christmas is all that. Christmas is like every holiday mixed into one, bro. Dead ass. You can dress up for Christmas like you do on Halloween. It's all about love and shit like on Valentine's Day. You get together with family and just thankful for each other and their surroundings and whatnot, like Thanksgiving. Except if you want to talk about the real history of Thanksgiving. But it's just so many things. Fellowship and whatever Easter is supposed to be about. You know, Christmas is like all of that in the holiday season. It's not even just Christmas. It's the holiday season, and Christmas is like the culmination of it. But I done been some places where the holiday season dead ass do not end till January 1st, bro. Because you got New Year's and all that shit, bro. Just the best time of it. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Well, there's no bell. Okay, so you know we're gonna have them episodes coming up where we like, you know, just talking about loving, where we're bringing joy together. You know what I'm saying? Joy. I can't wait till we become big enough to where I got the money to start really doing it big during the holiday season. I'm telling you, bro, we're gonna become a big time holiday show, bro. I'm telling you. Me and my homie at my job, we trying to do a budding comedy show, bro. I'm telling you, y'all will watch it. But listen, we're here to talk about the Dallas Cowboys and the win that they got on Thursday Night Football. This might have been the best Thursday Night Football game. Because I can't remember another good one, this is definitely the best Thursday Night Football game we done had, for the simple reason it was one of the better games we had. But before I get into the game or the actual players, dog, these refs, they was a couple flags away from making history for the most penalty yardage in the NFL in an NFL game, bro. Like, I don't know why I said NFL twice. This was ridiculous, yo. This is my problem with the NBA. This is why I don't watch college basketball no more. Because the refs refs can dictate the whole game. When the refs, Dog, when I'm looking at a game and I'm saying to myself, the ref is deciding the majority of this game, that's a problem. I'm looking at the college championship games be dictated by the referee's whistle. NBA games, runs is getting started and stopped, and teams is losing leads and getting leads because of a whistle. That's nonsense. And now football is just a flag away from changing the game. A flag away from changing the game. Bro, I'm watching Dallas and Seattle get aided up the field by unnecessary pass interference flags, bro. Just throwing them bitches left and right. What is, bro? And this is my problem. On a game like this, the world watching, because you know everybody gonna be watching. Not only is it Thursday Night Football, a standalone game, it's the Dallas fucking Cowboys, bro. Not only is it the Dallas Cowboys, they got a quarterback who is in the MVP conversation, and they got one of the best teams in football. The world is watching America's team. They ain't never felt more like America's team than they do right now. Why would you have this game be dictated or feel like it was dictated by this many flags? I don't even feel like it was dictated by, I know a lot of people will argue it, but why would you even let this stench of the referees play this big a part in this game? I mean, bro, some of the unnecessary calls in this game, and these wasn't just like 2-3 yard, bro, people picking up 30, 20 plus yard gains off of these flags. Seattle got helped into the end zone at the end because of, well, that was actually a flag, a pass interference. But I mean, damn, a lot of these calls did not have to be made. A lot of these flags should not have been thrown. And the funny thing is, they threw some flags and picked some of them up. Did not matter. Them other flags they picked up probably would have helped them get over the total. This was absolutely ridiculous. If the NFL don't call this refereeing crew into the office and have a conversation with them about being selfless and having them understand that fans do not pay tickets and don't pay money for tickets to come see you motherfuckers throw flags left and right, well, that's ridiculous. And if you're a Dallas fan and if you're a Seattle fan, you don't even have time to enjoy the flags going your way because both teams getting flagged out the yin yang. You like, I mean, damn, is talent going to be able to dictate any part of this game? Now that I got that off my chest, because y'all know how much I don't like referees, bro. And I understand they a necessity. I mean, not a necessity. They are a need. You have to have them. But I just fucking hate them. I'm telling you. Boy. Anyways, now getting to the game. I want to be, I'm glad I'm not one of them people who shit on the Cowboys or shit on Dak. You remember when if we can rewind back in time, you remember when Dallas lost to the Cardinals, and I said, Dallas fans, don't worry. I'm not going to shit on you in this show. I'm not coming here to kill Dallas. I'm not finna rip apart, oh, they lost to the Cardinals. I said, you'll be fine. We won't even be thinking about this later on. And I meant that. I'm happy I'm one of them fans or one of those people who talk to you who don't unless it's the Ravens, because I'm an actual Ravens fan. And sometimes your boy gets emotional. I'm not an in the moment type of guy, bro. I usually let the information and data I let it accumulate before I just jump out the window and make give my thoughts on something. Or if it's an incomplete thought, I usually tell you, I don't have all the information or whatever. With the Dallas Cowboys, I've been telling you all year that I thought they was a great team. However, this win did not change my opinion of the Dallas Cowboys. I've been telling you all year that the Lions and the Seahawks are not real contenders. They cannot beat the top 3 teams in the NFC. And all that did was prove exactly what I've been saying. Now, I know it is something I'm going to say about Dallas as far as like if it's a downside to this. But I didn't care if it was a blowout, if it was back and forth. This game pretty much played out the way I thought it would, with Dallas ending up winning the game. I also realized while watching this game, Seattle might got the worst defense in the NFL, bro. And that was a grammatically incorrect sentence, but that's how bad the Seattle defense looked. Dallas basically scored whenever the fuck they wanted to all night. Seattle couldn't stop anything. And I do like games like this, I'm not going to lie. And it was very few and far between defense being played in this game by both teams, really. But man, this one just felt kind of odd. But to keep talking about Dallas, I expected this. Now, what I will say for Dallas is it's a good thing that they won this game and was able to withstand Seattle playing close to their best game this season. Because to me, it's a lot of people gonna blame a lot of different things for why Seattle lost this game, and I'm not blaming Geno, but I am telling you it was plays that was left on the field that Geno could have made that I feel like we just glossing right over. But I'll get to that in a minute. Dallas did it. My opinion didn't change of Dallas. I'm happy that Dallas was able to withstand Seattle playing one of their better offensive games of the season, if not their best offensive game of the season, even though they weren't able to finish. And defense, the defense for Dallas did exactly what I said great defenses do. They get the stops in key situations. Situational defense is winning Super Bowls in today's day, not playing defense for a whole game. Dallas's defense didn't look good for the entire game. They looked good when it mattered, though. And that's coincidentally all that mattered. This is what I've been telling you. And I'm not trying to be a I told you so type of person. I'm just trying to drill it into y'all heads that defense playing. That's why I don't get gaudied up. I don't get absorbed in all these stats about, oh, the worst defense, a middle ranked defense, the best defense. Bro, who did they play? The team that they played on this. See, this is the thing that you don't want to hear. This is why I don't like arguing with Charger fans about we got the 32nd ranked passing defense. Who did you play? Because this is a thing that you don't want to do. You don't want to go through the games every single week for every team. How good the team played against that team. What went wrong that week? Was it really the defense being great, or was it things that hindered those teams? Was it players that was missing in those games that you don't want to go through and do all that? And then after you do all that, you got to then go onto the field for your team. So that's why I talk about the Chargers the way I do on defenses, because I'm doing the work that you really don't want to do. And I'm just telling you right now, if you want to talk about defenses the way you do, then all I ask is, if you don't feel like what I'm saying about a defense is valid, if you feel like it's more important to play defense for a whole game and be great all game and all year, rather than, oh, Saint, you selling this falsehood of you just got to be great in moments, then I just want you to do what I'm doing to come to my conclusion. And that's breaking down every team's defense, not just yours. And when you go through every team's defense, and you don't have to go through every single team's defense because eventually they start to blend together a little bit, but you'll know what you're looking for once you start to sit down and do what I'm telling you. But you got to start off by going through every team's defense. You got to go through every team's defense and who did they play in every single week? That's why I go so hard about watching the games. Once you do that and you realize, okay, who was out now? Who was missing? Was it really a great game? Was it really our defense that changed it? That's a lot to do. But if you're willing to do that and you still come to the conclusion that, defense throughout the whole game is still what made the difference in this and that, and it wasn't really all these other things, then cool, I'm rocking with you. But we just going to have to agree to disagree, because I do not believe playing defense for an entire game matters. And I continue to believe that I'm not even telling you that if you play defense for a whole game, then that doesn't mean anything. I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is that is not what equates to winning a Super Bowl. And the Chiefs continue to prove that. The Tennessee Titans played great defense for an entire game against the Bengals. They had 9 sacks to prove it. You know what the Tennessee Titans didn't do? Play great defense in critical moments. You want to know how I know that? Because the Bengals still won that game. And now we don't talk about that Titans defensive performance. We talk about the Bengals getting to the Super Bowl and the Titans being one of the obstacles they got through to get there. That's all I'm saying. We don't talk about the Los Angeles Rams playing great defense for a whole game against the Patriots. They did. They didn't play great defense in them critical moments. Now, obviously, the offense is what lost the Rams that game. So I really don't even like using that example because that's a terrible example. Because there is examples that just do not fit the criteria. When the offense just choose not to show up, period, that's a whole nother situation. If the Ravens had a loss against the Chargers Sunday, that was not because the defense didn't play great defense in critical situations. That's because the offense just chose not to show up. Because the defense gave you 5. It's exceptions, bro. Your defense give you 4 fucking turnovers, bro. Do something with it. Like, you could, come on, man. 3 points off of 4 turnovers. I'm not blaming the defense for that, bro. That's crazy. I'm not unreasonable. That's what I wanted to show y'all. I'm not unreasonable. But getting back to the Cowboys. I expected what I saw from the Cowboys. Now, what I do want to talk about is the Cowboys defense. Cannot look like that against Philly. Cannot look like that against San Fran. Because they going to light your ass up. And they don't have a defense that's just going to be letting you go walk up and down the field. Also, that's all I had to say about Dallas. I want to talk about Seattle. This is why I've been harping on Seattle's offense all year. And how the play calling and whatnot just didn't make sense. How they was killing themselves because of bad play calling. Inconsistent play calling more than bad play calling. Jackson Smith and Jigba. DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett. That is bro, do you know how many quarterbacks bro, you pray for a receiving core like that. That is A+ type of receiving core. I know we look at a receiving core with Devontae, Dallas Goedert, AJ Brown, or you look at the one over there with Cincinnati. I just want you to know the Cincinnati receiving core is just rare. It's not a lot of times you're going to see 3 dudes damn near in their prime. Tyler Boyd, I don't even think is still in his prime. But he could still be a number 1 for some teams. But he done basically settled into being a number 2 because they got 2 other number 1s running around out there. And T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. The other thing that makes Cincinnati's receiving core so scary is all 3 of them motherfuckers got height on them. That's just very tough. And they all do basic things. For one, all 3 of them is hand-catching receivers. They all run great routes. You can slide them in and out of the slot and outside. It's just so tough to defend. That's like a S-tier receiving core. Seattle still have an A+ receiving core. And I'm tempted to say they could have an S-tier receiving core if Jackson Smith and Jigba become a true number 1. Because then you got in Jigba DK, Tyler Lockett slide into that 3 receiver slot. That's basically your 2. Because you got 2 1s outside. I'm telling you. This is what I've been seeing. This is what I thought I would see from the offense this year that I just haven't seen. If Seattle played offense like this against most teams, they win the game. I mean, you put up 30+ points, bro. You're going to beat most teams. I cannot believe that this ain't the Seattle team that's been walking out here on a weekly basis. Now, if this is Seattle figuring out what they need to do to be great, man, I wish you did find this out a little bit quicker because the Rams getting a little bit closer to being able to, I think the Rams are just a half a game back of the Seattle Seahawks playoff spot now. But this was a great performance. Now, I understand people, because I want to say something about Geno. Geno did play a phenomenal game, but he didn't play a flawless game. Geno, I understand, got hurt by Tyler Lockett not making that catch. But I tell y'all this, it feel like on a weekly basis now. Drops just going to happen, bro. If they not dropping 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 passes in a game, I cannot use that as an excuse. It's too much game left, bro. And now drops in certain situations, yeah, I give y'all that. I'm not going to. But this was not one of them drops where you just can't come back from. With how their defense was playing, though. But Seattle had opportunities to extend their lead, to make it bigger, and they didn't do it. The things that got me was when I understand the different type of things you might. Geno's offensive line is god awful. I get all that. It was different plays in this game where either the play calling cost them a down or a wasted down that could have prevented something. They had a 4th down with, to me, I don't know why you run out of that play when you hadn't ran that whole drive. Why not just keep the ball in Geno's hand in space and let him decide what they're going to do? I don't understand why. And then not understanding, Geno Smith got so locked in on Jackson Smith and Jigba. It was a play where Jigba got the ball, was lined up in the slot opposite, not really opposite, beside Tyler Lockett. So they was lined up on the left side, and Jigba was in the slot, and Jigba ran like a 5-step drop route, and he got hit immediately and dropped the ball. That was Geno being locked in on Jackson Smith and Jigba, and rightfully so. And Jigba was having a great game to that point. DK was wide open on a slant. He had beat his dude right off the line clean. They did not put a man. They didn't have a dude shallow in that play to stop, or playing in that part of the field to cut the slant off. That would have been a 1st down right there. But he got locked in on Jackson Smith and Jigba. But you won't hear stuff like that because people who just watch or just think about the big plays, you got to learn how to watch a game and not just blame. Like, I'm not excusing nothing. And like I said, I'm not blaming Geno for this loss. What I'm telling you is it was still plays that could have been made by Geno Smith in this offense that were not made. So if you want to look at the game and blame all the bad calls by the ref. Now, if you want to blame the referees, I'm not even going to argue you that, because the refs pissed me off for the majority of this game. I mean, it felt like every other play a flag was thrown. It was just absolutely ridiculous that the referees decided to play this big a part in this game. But I'm just looking at that 4th quarter and the plays that was left out on the field by the offense of Seattle, whether it been a receiver, offensive line, offensive coaching, or Geno himself. It was still plays that was left out there on the field that, if made, Seattle could have won this game. And it was definitely a game they needed to win, because now they fall to 500. You done lost 3 games in a row. You was winning the majority of this game. And you want to know what it was? They never felt comfortable. And they never could sit down and just play from a comfortable position, because Dallas was never down by a big enough margin for them to really get comfortable. They had to keep playing football. And I think what they realized was Dallas the better team. Why are we winning this game right now? They kept seeing their defense go out there, just give up easy drives. And they was saying, they saw CD out there cooking them. And they were saying to themselves, how are we still in this game? How are we winning this game? And eventually Dallas said, don't worry, you won't be winning for too much longer. And boy, did the man come around. And it's really a sad sight, if that's what happened. But is Dak Prescott leading MVP votes? Because I see a lot of people talking about that right now. I do not think so. My MVP favorite right now is still very much Jalen Hurts. Now, if you want to put Dak in 2nd place, have at it. I don't really care for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. I always tell you who is the MVP to me. That ranking shit is what you use to build more content and whatnot when you already got a massive following. To just pluck off that's like taking one topic and turning it into 5. I only care about who is leading MVP votes right now to me. And I can tell you how each guy could take over that number 1 spot. But where dudes is ranked is subjective. To me, Jalen Hurts is the MVP. He done it against better competition. And without him, you are not sitting at 10-1. If you, not to mention, Dak Prescott and them boys lost to Jalen Hurts already. So, not to mention, Dak and them boys ain't been able to win none of their games against the over 500 teams or the 2 contenders in the NFC, the Eagles and the 49ers. They lost to both of them. Speaking of which, those 2 juggernauts play this Sunday. Thank God that game was flexed. They should have flexed it to Sunday Night Football. Actually, I think that's the Monday night game that got flexed. I don't remember where it got flexed, but let's go ahead and talk about that game. I can't, in the great words of Bart Scott, can't wait. Listen, I'm absolutely pumped to see this game. Absolutely pumped. I'm taking Philly. Like I said, until proven otherwise, Philly is the best team in football to me, bro. They are. The way that the 49ers play, I believe that the Philadelphia can play the exact same way. I don't know. I think people get a little bit addicted to trash talk and hating on teams, and so you start to believe all the hate and the trash talk. But contrary to what most people might believe, the Philadelphia Eagles are not getting lucky. They're not skating by. They are putting together wins and beating teams and coming up big time clutch. This ain't them getting lucky. And I find it very odd. Every time y'all point out Jalen Hurts, like, oh, he turned the ball over. Y'all never want to point out all this big time shit he do throughout the game, though, that ultimately helped them get the win. So I'm going to keep rocking with my guy, Jalen Hurts, Roll Tide. I'm going to keep rocking with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm going to keep riding on that bandwagon that I've been riding on basically since the channel was created. And I was thinking the other day when I was sitting down, I'm not going to give you a full breakdown on that game yet. I'm going to say that for the breakdown show tomorrow. I was sitting and I was thinking about something the other day. Because I remember when I was doing a show about a year ago. This is back when we only had like 6-7 views. Some of the videos I will upload would be like 0 views on back-to-back videos. Didn't break my spirit. We here now. And we still growing. We still got places to go. But I had did a show one time. And I was talking about how, and I really wish that people could see that video. But I don't even remember which one it was. But I was talking about, this was before Jalen Hurts this is when he first became a starter. So this was his first year starting. And I remember watching him throughout the whole year. And I kept telling people throughout the year, and I kept saying on the show, Jalen Hurts can be exactly what Lamar Jackson is if the Eagles go all in. Right now, I understand he's struggling throwing the ball. But if they go all in and right now let him survive and win games the way he can, meaning let him use his feet, because his feet is winning the games for you. So just build off of that and just keep doing what they did for Lamar. They went the extra mile. They didn't just do what the Ravens did. They went 10 times that. They went out and got that man Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, a phenomenal. Credit to the Eagles. They already had an unbelievable offensive line, but they did add 2 more great pieces to that offensive line. They promote Dallas Goedert and understand that he is the answer now. You let Zach Ertz go. Bro, the development of Jalen Hurts is something that don't get talked about enough. I don't know if any quarterback done had this type of Pat Mahomes and Lamar, and Burrow and Allen. Well, not really Allen as fast as them other 3, but Jalen Hurts' development was so sped up because of what the Philadelphia Eagles, it's like they sat down, they watched him and listened. It's almost like they listened to everything I said, and I know they didn't, but it's almost like they listened to they was a fly on the wall listening to everything I said, and they said, we got you, Saint. We're going to go 10 times that. We're going to get him 2 number 1 receivers, get him a good running back, and then the next year we're going to get him a great running back. We're going to give him a great offensive line, a great tight end, and we're going to go get pieces on the defense to help him so he ain't got to feel like he got to go be perfect every game. The Eagles, this is just a phenomenal run organization, bro. Top to bottom, man. This is just unbelievable. And the way they was able to move on from and off of Carson Wentz when that didn't work out and still got a Super Bowl off of it. Unbelievable. And look at how fast they was willing to turn the page. Let that be a lesson tonight, folks, in closing. I'm like a preacher, fellas. But listen, look at how quick they was willing to turn the page. It's the holiday season, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot of lonely people out there, but it's a lot of people out there who won't even give themselves a chance to be loved because you still hanging on to what was, what could have been, and what wasn't. Listen, you got to be able to understand your worth, your value, and be able to turn the page. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. I could be talking to men, women, the recipient of hate, somebody who haven't been able to move on and let love in, somebody who done moved. I don't know. Whoever listening to the message on it, listen to me. You got to be able, if you done been hurt and you not and you ain't receptive to love, if you scared to find it, listen. The Philadelphia Eagles do not get to the point they in right now where you can even question their greatness on a 10-1 level if they wasn't willing to turn the page, if they wasn't willing to move on. If they wasn't willing to understand, this don't run its course, bro. It is what it is. Was they a little scared at first with Jalen Hurts? Absolutely. But you want to know what they said? They said, I'm going to lean all the fucking way in. I'm going to go all the way in on Jalen Hurts. All right? I'm going to give this man, this woman, my everything. I could be heartbroken again. I could get my heart broken. That's all right. I'm going to give it my all and see where it go. And they ain't got that ring yet. But boy, is they progressing in a hell of a fashion right now. I appreciate y'all for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint. Tell somebody you fuck with him. Tell somebody you love him. Like, subscribe, share, and I truly do appreciate all the support. Saint out.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money, so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy, scoop her up like I'm raking or something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber, you out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.